Welcome to the Elevate Media Podcast with your host, Chris Anderson. In this show, Chris and his guests will share their knowledge and experience on how to go from zero to successful entrepreneur. They have built their businesses from scratch and are now ready to give back to those who are just starting. Let's get ready to learn, grow, and elevate our businesses. And now, your host, Chris Anderson.
Welcome back to the Elevate Media Podcast. I am Chris Anderson, your host. And today we've got a special episode because if you didn't know, yesterday, October 10th, was World Mental Health Day. And it's a day all about taking care of our mental well-being. And it's also a topic that hits close to home for many of us, including myself with my past, as you might have heard in previous episodes, dealing with mental health struggles. But it's even more important now when it comes to our kids. So here's the deal. More than 1 in 5 young adults aged 13 to 18, either currently or at some point in their lives, will face a seriously tough mental illness. You know, I've been there. When I was in college, it was a very dark place for me mentally, and I had to seek help and get help for that. And it's a really heavy topic. But there's good news. We've got some amazing tips from Dr. Campbell, who is a child and adolescent psychiatrist, that's going to help us support our kids through the ups and downs that they might face during life. So Dr. Campbell truly knows her stuff. She's also a mom, and she gets that parenting can be a real roller coaster. And if you're not a parent, these still can play a part in how you can help other people with their mental health. So it's not just for those who have kids. But we're going to touch on 4 laid-back, easy-to-follow tips that she shared with Fox News that we can use to be there for others and, for more importantly, for our kids as well. So tip 1, we've got to embrace setbacks as learning opportunities and not punish those moments. Dr. Campbell says it's essential for kids to experience setbacks. It's just part of growing up. You know, you fall. The famous Batman quote, "Why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up." It's part of growing up. And here's the kicker. We need to acknowledge their feelings when they face these hurdles. We have to be there for them. We have to share and help them understand that we're listening. We should even share our own experiences with setbacks so they know it's something everyone goes through. It's all about normalizing the process of overcoming obstacles. Now, tip 2 is commend the process. I mean, it's not just about the outcome. So Dr. Campbell reminds us that celebrating the effort our kids put into something is just as important as celebrating the final results itself. Even if they don't win or succeed every time, we should highlight that their courage and determination was really good. We got to let them know that more opportunities will come their way. But with that, in my opinion, we also need to help them understand losing is part of it. And they've got to move on and grow. These participation trophies, I think, actually are hindering our society. These young kids thinking that they need to get something even when they lose. So they don't understand when they lose and don't get something as an adult, that that's normal. And so we have to walk that line and show them like the effort they put into it is great, but it wasn't enough. They lost. They are a loser in that situation. But that's not a negative thing. That's just part of life. That's part of the journey. And it's helping them move forward from those times that they don't win. And so we got to help them understand that not everyone gets a participation trophy in life. And then tip 3, we've got to nurture their passions and their strengths. You know, being a kid is all about exploring different activities, whether that's sports, arts, baking cookies. And Dr. Campbell says that we should focus on the positives of this exploration, not just the end results. So encourage your children to discover what they're passionate about and let them dive into those strengths. It really empowers them to thrive and allows them to build confidence in themselves. And then tip 4, we've got to cultivate perseverance. Dr. Campbell's last piece of wisdom is all about patience. We should be patient with our kids and emphasize the learning process during everyday struggles. It's about acknowledging their emotions, giving them a breather when needed, and encouraging them to tackle those problems from different angles. That's how they're going to develop the mindset that they can conquer any challenge. And that's how they're going to succeed in life, because life's not fair and it's not easy. So, celebrating World Mental Health Day is a fantastic way to start the conversation about mental health. It's about breaking down any stigmas or biases that we might have and that we might associate with it. And Dr. Campbell puts it perfectly. It opens our doors to people who want to talk about how they feel. So that's it for this episode of the Elevate Media Podcast. These tips from Dr. Campbell are just a gentle reminder to be there for others, and more importantly, our kids as well, to support them through life's highs and lows. Mental health matters, and our kids' well-being is worth every effort we put into it. So until next time, go out there, continue to elevate your life, elevate your brain, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you for listening to the Elevate Media Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. See you in the next episode.